I have had these in my stash and I apologize, but I thought I'll catch up. Now, what I will end up doing with these, I will put a timestamp in at the beginning of the video so that if one particular magazine interests you for research point of view, you want to see what was in the edition, then I will have that. But I've got the two. I'm going to open them both at the same time, just to cut down on noise rather than anything else, and then tell you what I've got. Alright, sorry about that. My camera was frozen. Anyway, I opened up these two magazines. I have had them in my stash for a little bit. One is Cross Stitcher magazine and one is the World of Cross Stitching. There will be a timestamp for the Cross Stitcher magazine at the beginning of the video if you want to skip forward to that. And yeah, let's have a look at what we got in this edition. So it's a UK magazine. The free kit that you get with the video is cupcakes, or with the magazine even, is the cupcakes. You can make 3 cards. There's 14 count white Ada, 27 lengths of stranded cotton, holy cow, full color charts, 3 pretty pastel cards, and 3 handy little envelopes. They are dinky. Okay, let's take a look. Sorting out the floss might be your biggest issue with any of these kits because, you know, they just kind of come as a thing. They are floss. They're the cards and envelopes. They're tiny, and look, you get a strip. It's off-white. It's kind of like a dirty white. Anyway, 3 little envelopes, World of Cross Stitching on the back, and you stick it on the front, and look, that's 9 centimeters square. These are little projects, okay? These are going to stitch in next to no time, and if you like the little projects like that, then, you know, having these little kits are a bit of a winner. And look, it's even smaller. You saw the size of those cards. And then it's got a huge border. So they really are small. I'll have a look at the pattern. Actually, the patterns are on this. So, yeah. You'll, I'm not sure what the stitch count is. Anyway. Details may be inside as well. Alright. This now. Specifics on this. This is a 301, issue 301. It's the Christmas 2020 edition. It's the British edition. So I know I need to do some catch up with my Just Cross Stitch as well, and I will try and get that done too. Okay, what's in this magazine though? There is a gnome for your door. A doorstop gnome. I don't know what you put in it to make it a doorstop gnome. We've also got what looks like, I was going to say a coin, but it's not. It's a round hoop finish. You've got a Christmas one, which is really cool. Looking forward to seeing that. And you've got the lamppost on red, Ada. And then you have the people in it. Lovecrafts. Some nice patterns there. Okay. Now the UK uses a lot of Anchor. I don't use Anchor. I think Anchor is English. And I don't know if I can even get it here in Australia. Okay, so no patterns here for spoilers. There is an app that you can get for the World of Cross Stitching. I don't know how much it costs. It probably is one of the more expensive ones. Just Cross Stitching is $20 for a year subscription, which is well worth it online. You've got access to all the back issues. You've got the current issues and all of that kind of thing. I think the Cross Stitching one was somewhere around maybe the £60 mark. So it is more expensive, but it is also an $18 magazine in Australia here. You've got the Christmas box. So this is very much a Christmassy box, but to be honest, if you're getting this in December, it's too late. You're not going to have time to stitch these things. So now is a good time to be planning your Christmas stitching almost. There's a design library for 41 snowy motifs. That looks like a lot of fun. There are some serviette holders. Does anybody use serviettes anymore? But maybe at Christmas time they do. Some cards. The hedgehogs are so cute. I love hedgehogs. There's some angels for the tree. And if you subscribe, you save 72%, which is a lot. Okay, so what have we got? We've got those, the girl and the boy. Oh, I've seen them before. Okay, I can show you this bit of the page. There's a gorgeous little mouse in a sack, part of the furry tails. If you missed a chart, you can actually get the Frankenstein, the knitting mouse, and the elf. So it's issue 300. 299 is the knitting one, and 298 is Frankenstein. I think the 299, the little knitting mouse, is gorgeous. Now, this one, you can see this page. So it comes with, how do I do this? So you've got the angel on the tree, but there's also this little bit. Oh, that's the back of her, right. So that's the back and how they've, what are they doing it on? 15 hours in this stitch. Plastic Ada. Okay, that would be why it's showing at the back. So, depending on how you want to finish it off, your wings might show the back. You might not like that. Or you might be really, really good with your backs. Look at them, hedgehogs. And they've got their stockings on the end of the bed. That's all kinds of cute. Pattern is on a full A4 page. You have always, what I'm noticing with the magazines, you've got DMC, Madeira and Anchor conversions. So if you want a particular floss over another, you can do that. This is the letter page. Oh, how cute is that? Sleeping with Angels. It's a kit called Little Angel Birth Certificate. She stitched for her baby. Trigger warning for miscarriages. She had a miscarriage at 25 weeks, and it helped her with the process and deal with it. But that's just beautiful. That's really gorgeous. Then we've got Santa Claus. David actually did it. David stitched. So, you know, some male stitchers. I came across another one today. Timothy. Timothy was on one of my stitching groups, and no, he was on my photo a day, I think, and somebody said to him, "I love your energy. Who are you? Can I follow you?" Very, very strange. And he's put his Instagram handle on, and I checked him out on Instagram. He's an airline steward. He stitches either at work or wherever he can, I suppose, and he's got a whole heap of different stitching, and he's just awesome. Really, really cool. Alright, anyway, more stitching. Ooh, look at this. Each month we randomly select, and the prize, it's a Glad Tidings by Bothy Threads. Oh, I'm in the Bothy Threads group now. Oh my god, this got such gorgeous cross-stitch stuff. A butt ton of back stitching, but it really makes the picture. And you can see in the Bothy group, actually, you can see people who've put up photos of before back stitching and after back stitching. And before, it's just this pastel blob. When they put in the back stitching, it's like suddenly the animal just jumps off the page, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. Really cool seeing the effect of how effective really back stitching can be in a project. Erin's cross stitch or Christmas Eve box, so you can personalize this. I wonder if they're going to give you an alphabet then to do that, and you can stick it on your Christmas box. That's kind of cool. So they say Erin, and they do give you an alphabet. So there's the alphabet there. That's cool. That's awesome. That they give you that, so you've got that absolutely personalizable. Is that a word? Okay. Festive embellishments. Cheap find. So you've got these angel tags. All About Beads Shop. Cal. All About Beads Shop. For stockers, see page 90. If you're interested in this angel emblem for your Winky Wonky bags, All About Beads shop, they might have more and you can add them to your bags. I know you're putting the hearts on at the moment, but you know, you could always use extra resources and enabling, can't we? Halo. Silent Night, you got a couple of cardinals, that's gorgeous. So you got the berries on the tree, you got the tree with snow on it, and you've got the gorgeous red cardinals. It's called All Is Bright, and it's by Jenny Vandeville. You've got the pattern. It also can say peace and joy if you don't want to put Silent Night on it for some reason. I mean, I know it's a hymn, but doesn't... Okay. It is a silent night when you've got snow. Panna. Now, I have seen some Panna... some Panna kits. Panna is a Russian, I think, store or designer. A friend, or, well, acquaintance really, in my stitching group is actually stitching the deer with the gingerbread houses on its antlers. I did actually put it in my last cross-stitch video because I was gushing about it, and I was actually thinking it was make my cross-stitch or threads or something, and it's not. It's actually a Panna design with the gingerbread houses on the antlers. Oh, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So that link is on that video. There is, it looks like a Tatty Teddy. It might not be. Oh, Fuzzy Friends is what it's called, but it's very similar in ilk to the Tatty Teddy. I love Tatty Teddy. All kinds of cute. Somebody has designed a... Let me sneak it into the picture. Where are we? There, look. It's a Chevelle in red, and the pattern is just there as well. If you would like that, it is literally 20 by 30. It's little and it's personalized. Oh my goodness. Jenny Barton is here as well. 294 has... issue 294 have these two patterns, the corgi and the dude with the wings. Very strange. Now, somebody is asking for help looking for a pattern of London in winter. They're looking for something that's good all year round, so nothing Christmassy specifically. My hallway is painted dark blue, so I thought a crisp white winter scene would look good here. The Snowy London kit from Bothy Thread, which is £30, is that one there. That's kind of cool. So you've got the Millennium wheel, you've got Big Ben, you've got the, I don't know what they call that, twisty tower in London. It's actually on the same side as the wheel. So they've got it a bit mismatched. They've got the London bus, they've got the Christmas tree and everything else. It's cool. Wedding inspiration. Somebody was looking for a downloadable cross-stitch wedging chart. Sophie's been playing with pooey nappies, just in case you're wondering why. Dad is grumpy. And they say for a great range of free downloadable digital patterns, head to gathered.how/WOXS. So that's something if you're interested in some free patterns. There's the angel. There's technique focus on fraying fabric even. I really want to stitch the Sea Creature cards by Heather Nugent in issue 293. How can I stitch them on even weave rather than Ada and fray them for the cards? And then it's just giving the tips on how to do that. Robin's Christmas mini-series piece. He's talking about design roundups here. Oh, they're all Robin patterns of some kind. They're all very, very different too. This is the gorgeous lamppost. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Narnia. Kind of reminds me of, you know, Dublin City Central, where they've got the old style lampposts. They're all kinds of cool. You wouldn't put a candle in it on the street. Never last. You've got the pattern, you've got the 3, you've got the breakdown. It actually does flow onto... Oof, that's... Okay, so it flows onto the next page, and it also has a little bit here as well. So that's the flow on from the previous page, and then there's this, which is like this bit flowed on. So you see here, you've got one page, and then you've got the strip because there's a little bit of holly there. So you've got that little bit of outlier holly. It doesn't quite fit on the magazine page, so you need to be probably a little bit mindful printing that one. And I'm just trying to keep it off camera. I could probably zoom in on me, but anyway. These are Margaret Sherry's collections. Aren't they cute? Hang on. Look at the snowman! He's all kinds of pudgy. And their little robin at the stocking, and the little fat robin with the hat on. They're gorgeous. And again, they look like those tiny, tiny little cards, like the cupcakes are on. 4 3/4 inch square for each design. Okay, subscription, blah blahs. Let it snow. Okay, 41 frosty ideas. So what they've got is cozy winter wishes with the little kid all bundled up like a Christmas cracker. The cat, its whiskers, I thought it was blowing. Very weird. The whiskers are only on one side. Trying to catch snowflakes. Have you ever seen your cat trying to do that? And then you've got the house in the snow globe, and then there's a snow buddy. It says, there's snow buddy like you. Groan, boom, boom. Alright. So there's no patterns here. Okay, so you've got dancing on ice with the skate, ice skate. That's really nice. It's a nice bit of back stitching. You've got the kid warmed up in 26. You've got the catching snowflakes. You've got a winter flurry, which is a koozie for your mug, for your tea. Put it on a felt backing. Let it snow. The snow buddy like you. Grown boom tish. There's the full of cheer snowman, which is actually quite similar to Aaron's on Autumn Lane Stitchery, and he does a much better job. Just saying. And then there's the globe. That's cool. And then we get into patterns. So it says what numbers they are. Let's see what's in here. So you've also got 2 kids making a snowman. You've got a little girl doing a snow angel. You've got a kid, maybe a boy, don't know, doesn't matter really, with a snowball, sorry, giant snowball. You've got little winter magic, which is like 17 by 17 squares, so tiny, in some back stitching. You've got a kid on a sleigh. You've got another snowman with a robin in its fingers. So there's kind of the designs there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you something prettier to look at than my boring board, so I'll give you that. I didn't realise it jangled. You've got a dog in a coat and a scarf. You've got the snow buddy like you. You've got somebody walking their dog. 2 people sitting on a ski lift. You've got a bookmark. That's nifty. So it's 15 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 15 by 90 bookmark, and it's falling snow. That's an awesome little scene. And down in the snow field, it's actually Christmas trees and little houses. It's really cute. Snowflakes. And top tip, combine a strand of metallic thread with stranded cotton. These give these designs an extra special shimmer. I'm doing this in my Dark Queen of the Sea. You have a penguin skiing. It's so stinking cute. There is a snow globe. The cat. There's a penguin outside an igloo. There's 4 skating boots. There is a snowman in close-up, which is probably like a 20 by 20. And there's a snowman fishing. So there's all of those. How cool are they? They keep going. Like there's 41 of these. This is really cool. And you've got alphabets. Oh my god. So you've got the bundled up kid with the dog, which was gorgeous. You've got a ski person, like squat down to ski. You've got a cat on a sleigh. There's a girl ice skating. There is a snowboarder or ski jumper, probably more kind of snowboardy stuff. So if you've got teens that you wanted to do something for, this is really cool. You got a little boy on a sled, like going downhill full crack. You've got some more skates, ice skates. You've got another Let It Snow banner, which is, you know, a good 20 by 90 kind of bookmark size. You've got a little boy in a snowball. Oh, you know how you bury yourself in sand on the beach? It's that kind of buried in snow. There's 2 snow figures, which are very, very tall. A snowflakey kind of thing in backstitch, which is quite graphic. Little boy with a dog on a massive pile of snow, but he's throwing snowballs, so snowball fight. And then it says Frosty Fun. Next month's theme is theatre. So there's those 2. Yeah, that one. Curling. See the little boy here near my thumb? The little boy in the snowball. It's so cool. And the expressions on the face. So this little boy on the sleigh here, the expressions on the face are there with the back stitching. It's really, really cool. They're awesome. Really, really cool. What I'm actually going to do, because, you know, you're not really seeing much. I know you're getting me talking, but I'll try and do it a bit like that so it's a little bit more even. I'm going to shove that over. This is First Christmas in Your New Home cards, lettering. First Christmas as Grandma and Grandpa. Merry Christmas as Mr. and Mrs. and Lily's very first. So they're cards. Doesn't say the size. It says 6 to 8 hours each. So that's a fair bit of stitching. The designer is Lisa Reeks. They are 45 by 45 squares, so 3.25 inches. Excuse me. So there's things like the wedding rings, intertwining, there's hearts, there's, that's really cool. And you get alphabet too. So you can do your own. That rainbow is back. Lisa Reeks also did Home Sweet Home heart. That is a very busy heart. There's the gnome. Ooh. Okay. So it's like a drum pattern. All the details in here. So you've got this gorgeous, like really seriously gorgeous toadstool. You've got the fluffy beard, and then you've got the cross-stitch nose. Sorry. Felt hat. And then you've got the weight in there. It's approximately 80 hours of work. Okay. Fair bit of commitment. It looks like it's full coverage, or it's on pale blue maybe. Now, what do they weigh it down with? Is it going to tell you? It says advanced, beginner, or intermediate. Right. So there's the pattern. So you've got the nose. You can actually cross stitch the beard, which is a bit of a waste if you're going to be putting the fluffy beard on it. But that toadstool shaving was really cool. And his hand is actually around the toadstool. I don't know how that works. Oh, it's a little bit kind of behind his shoulder. Anatomically, it's not very correct. Don't worry about it. And then the other hand has a little spade. That's cool. The detail is really there, though. The shading and everything else. It looks really, really good in the model. Now, shopping list. So you need your fabric. That's a given. You need your floss as a given. You need a size 24 needle. And then it says red felt, fake white beard. Right, the stuffing and raw rice. Rice is your weight. In a sealed bag for weighing of your choice from local stores. You know what? You could put some clay, you know, plaster of Paris kind of thing as a weight. You could put a rock in the middle of it if you wanted to. Rock for extra weight and balance. And then the rice in around it, so it's kind of like squishy if the door hits it, you know, and it doesn't hit the rock. And then it's got a separate nose shading. But again, there's 3 colours in that nose to give the variation. It's really cool. And then it shows you how to stitch the nose together with some of the filler and it shows you how to stitch the beard on and make the hat and everything else and sew it all up. So that's going to take a bit of time, so that's probably where more of the 80 hours is coming in as well. Then you've got, just trying to get my angles, so there's the serviette cuffs for your Christmas table, if that's something that you like doing. Oh, and they've got letters for each, so you can personalize it and the person can take it with them. That's cool. Or you might do it every Christmas and take out the same set. Gathered is a thing. Somebody wanted their pet. Look at that. How cool is that? A designer has... who is it? Jurian Jones, of course. Of course it's good. I mean, it really does look like her dog. I've seen so many diamond paintings and they don't look like the pets, but Jurian is amazing. I buy from her on Etsy, or try not to, because her patterns are just amazing. If you get her on a sale on Etsy, and you get some of those mixed kits that have 3 or 4 kits for the price of one kind of thing, get them. Yeah, cool. And then she's also got Time for Snuggles. It's a Pana Cozy Blanket cross-stitch kit available from Love Crafts. It's 15. It's £11 and it's 17 by 12 centimeters, so 7 by 5 inches. Oh my lord! There's the little snowman, gnome, Santa Claus, reindeer, or elf even, Santa and penguin, and it shows you how to snip these into holes so they're actually see-through, kind of for snowflakes. That's really cool. I like how they give you tips. Here's a close-up of it. So these are actually space, so you could put a coloured card behind it and it would show through, that kind of thing. So you snip them out very carefully, and it's only a 40 by 90 kind of pattern. There's these cards, so these for any celebration. So happy holidays, so happy Kwanzaa, happy Diwali. I didn't know anything about Diwali until I watched Scott Morrison, our Australian Prime Minister, explaining about Diwali Day. So yeah, anyway, happy Thanksgiving, winter solstice blessings with Stonehenge, Chinese New Year, and happy Hanukkah. So you need to know when those feasts are on, because they're not all on at the exact same time. I really like the Stonehenge, Thanksgiving, and all of that kind of thing. There's the Enter to Win, which of course we're out of date. I loved this. So you know how in diamond painting we get attached to these word paintings, and they're never going to come out as good as these, because the cross stitching and the back stitching actually makes it work. This is just amazing. So Christmas pudding, and it's got all of the ingredients, and because it's cross stitched and back stitched, you can fit much more finer detail. And look at the Christmas pudding, that's just brilliant. That's amazing. Really, really cool. I really like that. And I like how it's finished in a pale pine frame. That's really cool. It doesn't detract from the pattern whatsoever. You can actually get the thread and fabric cost approximately £25. It doesn't necessarily say, hang on, sorry, I'm just going for the breakdown of material. No, it just gives you the colours. It doesn't tell you if how many stitches or anything for you to work on. Stockists. Alright, so now is the time for you to maybe want to pause this. I'll get it in frame and then you can hit pause. So there's getting started stockists. Why is it? That's better. Hang on. I'll get me out of the way. Alright, so getting started stockists. So hit pause if you want any of those. And your projects are there. Oh, Tiny Modernist, don't leave them off. And Vervaco. Oops, there's a couple more. Oh, I'm into the camera, that's my problem. And Twin Peak Primitives and Vervaco. Vervaco do kits, but their style is incredibly detailed. So there's all of those. Hit pause. If there's anything there that you are interested in that you didn't quite catch, then please message me and I will give you the details. Just let me know which of the issues it was. Now the next issue was going to have the snowman on it, and then there's all the other magazines that they do. The guests must be approved by the cat is one pattern. I don't think I didn't catch up with them after that. And then of course it's Heritage Crafts. So you've got Peter Underhill, who I love, John Clayton, and Karen Carter's stitching. So they're gorgeous. Alright, that's the World of Cross Stitch, issue 301. Okay, Cross Stitcher magazine. You get a bell, you get beads, they're actually quite big beads. You get 2 different skeins of floss for 2 different projects. So you've got Noel, not Noel. There are 2 more parts in future issues, so it's a way to get you hooked. And Trim Your Tree, you get the deer. So there's the deer colour, and this is part of the Noel. And you get the bell that goes on the deer ornament, words, and the beads go on the top of the Noel, like kind of little bells, almost. Alright, this is Cross Stitch Magazine. This is actually the October issue, so I do apologise for the lateness and the very much out of season, but if there is something in this that you particularly like, I might be able to make arrangements to get it to you safely and not affecting copyrights and all that kind of jazz. So I will go bigger and can show you these. So this is more kind of Halloween-y themed, and again, if you want to work on these Halloween themed stuff, now is the time to be working on them. You really need to work on them very much out of season. So there's the pattern here, there's the deer, it's very cute, it's carrying a package in its mouth. Then you've got the Noel. This gives you DMC and Anchor, it doesn't give you the Madeira colours. Coloured fabric. Oh, there's a wooden heart pattern. Look at that. That's on a wooden heart. That's cool. There's a mouse, and that might be a part of a kind of Sal kind of thing. There's the Halloween thing. How cool is that? Very, very busy. Look at this Christmas tree idea. Christmas tree idea. String on a wall. That's really cool. Some chickens on an apron. Nice. Gorgeous little country scene with the windowsill. There's a letter with a little tree. And there's the crown. Very appropriate at the moment with Prince Philip, recently deceased. Now, okay. Every month we showcase the latest high street trends, new ideas and stitching. So it's very much junk pieces of fabric that they're cobbling together to make art. Thread and thrift of reclaimed textiles. Interesting idea. Gone Fishing says koi on a bag, and there's a pattern. Someone has stitched this. These are letters. That's Fairy Tales again with the little mice. Then we've got a alpaca, a hedgehog. That's gorgeous. It's in metallic threads. It's really cool. Hang on. Let me show you. There's the hedgehog. How cool is that? It's so subtle. And then the other one is like a thistle and some other weeds kind of weedy plants on black with the DMC metallics. That's cool. At the front. And then there's the crowns, more crowns. It's going to be very much a theme for the future too. There's Halloween must-haves. Stitching with Jess. She's given a pattern for dinosaurs. That's kind of cool. Doesn't show a finished work though. Jessica Savage, if you want all of the deets. Get ready for Christmas, so it's showing kits that they've got for sale. Reader offer from Willow Fabrics, so there's an online order there. There is this very, fighting the magazine, very, very simple idea on linen. So you've got hot soup, cozy blanket, candles, pumpkin. This is the October month. I have shown you some of the other months as well that they've got. Next month is November, and it's showing fireworks, comfy chairs, and log fires. Very cool. Here is the crown that I was talking about. You could almost do that in a wool on much, much larger count. You could do that on 11 count, and that would make a good cushion. It says it's 62 by 62. It says use 12 strands of stranded cotton. Get wool. Go big or go home. Alright, there's the Halloween. That's so busy. That's so cool. This is called Simply Spellbinding. I'm looking for a designer. I don't see the designer. It's A3. That's cool. It's available from Willow Fabrics. Faye Walsh is the designer. There we go. Credit where credit is due. Now, the Christmas tree idea for your cards is basically a piece of wool, and you zigzag it around some pins, and then you can hang bits on it. That's kind of cool. Always hanging out for ideas to hang cards if you're still getting cards, and have them on display. My card collection is probably 3 a year now. Ooh, subscriber benefits. Free kit with every issue, sometimes 2 kits. And it's showing a really nice kit there. Now this is Leah Lintz. I'll actually put it down there because there are all of them. How cool is that? So you've got the shell, the kind of dandelion, the frog, the bird, the silhouettes. The simple design is just gorgeous. Cross Stitch to Cam is her book. She is a transatlantic life. Why? She is American? No, she's not. She is from England, living in Michigan. Her father is American and her mum was British. Oh, that looked really good. Somebody has done that world that was part of a piece by piece. They finished it. That's awesome. Ooh, that's cool. So it's a pincushion with miniature scissors. Oops. Miniature scissors and all the dress designy bits. It is actually 6 by 4 inches. It's really quite small. That's really cool. But you can make a standing pincushion on. You could put it onto a block. Now the letter library is actually quite simple. If you backstitched some of those, so you would really make them pop. So there's the N, the S, and the G showing, but there's all of these. So you've got an owl, you've got the girl with the basket, you've got pumpkins, the leaves on the tree, you've got the fox, sunflower. The letters don't have anything to do with the pictures. Then you've got a squirrel, you've got another fox, acorn, more flowers, more houses, and then you've got toadstools, pumpkins, another owl. So they repeat a bit, you know, so you could actually put your own in if you wanted. And then the numbers. So you've got more leaves. Oops, shine. I like the 6. I like the leaves with the 6. Those ones shine, glare. Ugh. They're really cool. And there's apples and pears, or apples, you know, more pears. And there's an oak leaf as well. Number 2's got an oak leaf. That's really cool. Next month in November issue is gingerbread houses. I missed it. The gingerbread houses look so stinking cute. Alright, raise a glass. All you alcoholics. Or just drinkers. No judgment. So many wines, so little time. This is true. Weekend forecast. 100% chance of wine. Life happens, wine happens. And wine is fine when it's mine. Which is more rosé. But anyway. Who's picky? Actually, I'd probably be picky. I think I prefer to just have a red or a white. None of this in-betweeny bit. Oh, here's the chickens. There are the chickens. And again, you could cross-stitch them. You could actually cross-stitch little cross on the butts. That'd be so funny. Ah, dear. They're very cute. It's on even weave. There is actually a cafetiere cozy too. So you could put this on anything. But look at all the jokes. That's so cool. And their colouring is good. There's a little bit of back stitching for the beak. Nice and subtle. And then you can, like, okay. I'm gabbing at the mouth a bit, but there are some even weave serviettes out there that you could buy that you could stitch these onto. And you've got your patch for the front of your apron, or you can make them into serviettes. Then there's also the cafetiere kind of cozy, or as I said, the pocket on the apron. This was gorgeous and sunny. How gorgeous is that? So you've got Chinese lanterns. I had those in my garden when I was a kid, and I think that might be camellia. I'm not sure, or chrysanthemums. I mix up my flowery flowers. Loved Chinese lanterns. They're so delicate looking. You've got apples. So it's very kind of autumnal Granny Smith, sort of. Doesn't have to be, but all kinds of cool. I can't remember when the Chinese lanterns came out. If they were a perennial kind of, you know, whenever. Anyway. How to frame a picture. There's tips here as well. Not as many tips in this magazine as there were in the World of Cross Stitch. Look at that though. Tiny tree house. So you've got Pa Mouse reading a story to the kids with their teddy mouse. So cute. You've got Mummy Mouse, maybe? Wearing a kind of apron, overall kind of thing, with the log fire burning and the tree, the broom. And she's knitting, she. No judgment here. You got some gorgeous red poppies, which are beautiful. Beautiful apples that have fallen on the ground. Yellow flowers. Poppy heads. And then you've got the little doorway with the little welly boots at the door. Oh, it's just divine. That's gorgeous. Tiny treehouse. So it's part 3 designed for you to enjoy. So what the treehouse keeps going up. Look at that. That's what it continues to go up to. So this is part 3. So you can have them as standalones, or you could maybe stack these. How gorgeous is that? But the detail as well there. It's so cool. So there's A3 pattern page. Okay, so this is the bottom of it. I don't know which bit I have from before. Bottom part of the treehouse. So you'd need to get your back issues. Ooh, that's a cool idea though. You wait, are you ready? Spiders, because it's Halloween. I know I've already changed the topic. Look at the beady butt. It's shiny. That's really cool though. I would not have thought of putting a bead for a spider abdomen. Showing you how to make a coloured button. There's the wooden heart. That's a really nice idea. There's other ones here. So they were given, the 3 designers were all given the same material. So you've got one up here. And Cheryl McKinnon, sorry, has done floral arrangement. Julian Jones has just done a butterfly. And Amanda Butler has done flowers. You know, all had the same material to work with. And they each give you their pattern. Look at this. Look! It's a Cheshire cat, sort of. It's a ginger cat in a tree. But it's got a massive Cheshire grin on it. It looks really weird. I think I'd do it without the big grin. It looks slightly obscene. There's some beginner's tricks here. How to do the starting threads, how to do the loop knot, how to start on even weave. There's a particular way that you go up and down with the even weave. Adding back stitch details. How to do French knots. If you're not into French knots, colonial knots might be your thing. A little bit different in how they work them. Oh. And then you've got crossword and Sudoku. And shows you what's inside on the back of the thing, so you don't have to rip open plastic or anything like that. So there's those 2 magazines. That one actually went through a lot quicker than the cross-stitching magazine. I think the cross-stitching magazine is better, but there are some really nice bits in cross-stitcher. So that one is also a UK magazine. Where did I say what it was? It's a Warner's magazine. It was October 2020, so it doesn't have an issue number. So, oh sorry, it does, issue 362. So if you're interested in issue 362, there's that, and then the World of Cross Stitch is the other one, which was 301. So yes, so there's November or there's December stuff in there if you want to have a flick through. If there was anything in particular that I mentioned in either of these magazines that you're wanting, I'm quite happy to cannibalize these magazines and chuck the patterns in the post. So yes, you can enjoy there. I hope you've enjoyed me flicking through. Hope you get, you know, an idea of what's in the magazines, which one maybe is better value for you, or if there's one that you particularly want to source that, you know, you've now got the idea of what's in it, so that you know, yes, that's perfect, that's exactly the project that I want. A lot more project ideas in the World of Cross Stitching magazine that you can adapt and make your own too, so I think that's probably a better investment if you're interested. And they do have that subscription package, so it might be worth checking out online. Alright, details will be in the description, and there is also the Google Doc link that has all of the other kind of links. My Google is listening. But that document has lots and lots of links in it. It's a bit like Rachel's Link Haven, but it's more details than I could fit in the description on an ongoing basis, and it's always there. It's always updated on the Google Docs. So please go and jump on that for any of my stitching projects or anything else, or any of those kind of links and things like that. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will see you around on the tubes. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.